Howdy, y'all. The Criminal Historian here with an update. The first one since my transition, actually, and I just want to say, before I get started, that while I knew there would be lots of transphobes who would start unsubscribing and hate watching me, and that has certainly happened, there have also been plenty of you who have continued to support me through all of this, and for that, I wanted to thank you. You rock. And especially to my wonderful patrons, but we'll talk more about Patreon again in a little bit. So in the past 6 months or so, since I accepted that I was trans, my opinions and perspectives on basically everything have changed. In some cases, they've done a full 180. While I am obviously the literal same human being that I was 6 months ago, in all the ways that matter to most people, I am a completely different person. Completely. If I had a time machine and I could go speak with Guinness, I have a feeling it would mostly just be an argument. Because yes, Grand Theft Auto is transphobic. If you aren't transgender, I'm sorry to say, but I don't consider your opinion on the matter relevant. It is. If you don't think so, congrats, everyone is allowed to be very, very wrong. But guess what? Most things are transphobic, unfortunately, and if I was going to stop consuming all the media that was, well, I would have a lot less media to consume, and I like my media. So instead, I plan to pivot away from the parts of Grand Theft Auto that I no longer enjoy, and try to focus on things about the games that I can still appreciate, notably, the maps themselves. So I am announcing a new plan for the channel. From now on, assuming I actually follow through with this plan, then on Mondays you will be getting new episodes of GTA Geographies. I'm done structuring things into seasons, which means I'll be able to jump from game to game and cover whatever neighborhood I want. This is something I can do relatively easily, I actually kind of want to do, and there's significantly less transphobia when just examining the awesome landscapes that Rockstar created. Really, the only annoying part about Geographies is the occasional Rockstar 13-year-old sense of humor jokes in the form of some dumb store names. But that I can deal with. Having to play the games day in and day out and hear characters constantly making trans jokes because, let me tell you, there's way more than you've ever realized in the series, trust me. That I don't want to deal with. So bringing back Geographies feels like a perfect way to balance these things. Then on Fridays, there will be Fallout content. I have several new series that I'm working on in Fallout, one of which will be the sort of spiritual successor to Biographies or A Criminal History, which I am tentatively calling The Story of. You may have seen my little preview of The Story of Mr. House. Those I think will be a lot of fun to make. Sort of low-budget, single-person versions of The Storyteller. Sure, it's been done before, but I really want to make these videos, and that passion I think will shine through in the final product, as it did with the original seasons of GTA Biographies. I also plan to start a Let's Play of Tale of Two Wastelands, a mod which combines Fallout 3 and New Vegas, and yes, a Let's Play, and all the oldness that entails. And I have a third Fallout series that I'm going to keep secret for now. So if I don't have a full episode of that or The Story of on a Friday, that's when you'll get episodes of the Let's Play. Finally, on Wednesdays, I will be streaming on Twitch, and I may or may not multi-stream to YouTube as well, but I will be focusing on the Twitch side this time and growing that audience, so if you want to see me live again, go follow me on Twitch, link in the description. I will be streaming on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's New York time. Now, I have tried numerous times to move away from making exclusively GTA content before. I tried Mafia, I tried the Game Vault on totally different games like Zelda, hell, I even tried to do Fallout stuff before with the Courier's Mile, and the first attempt at a Game Vault episode on New Vegas. None of them worked, but this new plan might just work, maybe, but I'm going to need your help. Like, specifically you. If you're still listening to this video, you're one of the roughly 1,000 or so fans who will watch pretty much whatever I put out. You're awesome. Seriously, I am so grateful for you continuing to support my work by watching, but if you can take a step further, now is the time. So let's circle back to talking about Patreon. I have also tried numerous times to get enough patrons to justify no longer being chained to the YouTube algorithm, and while I have a loyal contingent of fans who support me, it's never been enough to grant me that kind of freedom. This then is my next attempt to bridge that gap. I am introducing new tiers for those of you who want to and can afford to support at a higher level, but don't necessarily want to go the full executive producer route, because I understand that is a lot. But now, you can support me at the normal $2 Canadian tier, a $10 Canadian tier, a $25 tier, and a $50 tier. And I am also reintroducing the mega tier, Walker Villain, at $100 Canadian a month. The only differences between the tiers, though, will be at the highest levels. Executive producers and Walker Villains will still be able to promote some of their own content if they wish to, but that's it. Everything else is available to everyone. That means all of the music, early access, names in the credits, and access to the patron-only Discord server, which is the best way to communicate with me. I will also, from now on, be actually reading out the names of executive producers and Walker Villains in all videos. So a special thank you, as always, to Ezra Hambrick, Mason Collin, King GTA 15, Chuck K45, and Diecastinator. Diecastinator, I know you're not actively pledged at the exec level anymore, but until I finally fulfill my promise to you of making that Harvest Moon video, I will continue to promote you free of charge. If you want me to stop, just DM me on Patreon or in Discord or leave a comment. Now, in order for me to actually break free like I want to, I will need to get my patron numbers up significantly. I have tried to set goals before, but I'm going to try one more time, and I really want to emphasize, if you can afford to support me and you're even considering it, please do. I currently sit at about $350 Canadian a month on Patreon. In order to disregard AdSense completely and just make whatever videos I want, I need that number around 1,200 Canadian. So please, if you want to see videos that use copyrighted music, if you want to see the passion return to my work, if you want to see the quality come back along with my motivation, sign up. If I can reach this goal by the end of May, I will come up with some reward for the whole audience. Maybe a video that's been asked for a lot finally getting made, like a Criminal History Lincoln Clay or something. If we actually hit that goal, I'll do a poll or a stream and figure out what you guys would want the most. So to recap, from now on, probably starting next week, you will get Geographies episodes on Mondays, 3-hour streams on Wednesdays, and Fallout videos on Fridays. The main focus will be streams and Geographies, while the Fallout videos I am never going to rush. If I don't have an episode of my new series or the story of ready to go yet, you'll get Let's Plays on Fridays, which are easy to make. I will be streaming this Wednesday, April 24th at 5 p.m. for the first time on Twitch, but I haven't yet decided what game I'll be playing. If you have a suggestion, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Then you will probably be getting your first episode of The Story Of on Friday, but if you don't, the new schedule will for sure be starting up next week. Anyways, thank you so much for supporting me. No, seriously, I know I can't actually ever speak with all of you, and I don't want to create a parasocial relationship. I don't know you, but you know me. But what I do know is that I will forever be grateful to the people who have helped me continue doing this for coming up on 3 years now. You are amazing. I will never truly be able to show how grateful I am, but for what it's worth, thank you. Thank you so much. Seriously, you're amazing. And thank you for watching this video. I'll see you soon. I hope you have yourself a wonderful evening.